So I'm wrestling with Wida, and I feel something tear, and my elbow crumbles, and I'm kind of on the mat face, and I grab my arm, and I'm like, shh. I tore it. I feel I tore the muscle around it. I heard it tear. You know, you don't really hear stuff tear, but you kind of inside, kind of like chewing bubble gum, like Marquisa, my son likes to say. You can hear yourself chew bubble gum. But and I heard that, and I heard it rip, and my elbow went down, and I went down, and I was like, damn. And I went to the doctor. We were going through all of my injuries, and I've had this tricep torn off, and I had to do surgery. Now this one is done, and we're waiting for the MRI and the X-ray stuff, or the MRI, so that way I can find out whether I have to do surgery here. Hopefully not. And they looked at the surgery that I've had on my eye from trauma and sparring, and how I had a full-blown retinal detachment, and then reattached the rib fractures that I've had, the cartilage that's been stretched and popped, all of the other injuries, the liver, kidneys, all the stuff, right? And he was like, I can tell a lot about you from your injuries. And I laughed, and I was like, well, a lot of times our injuries kind of expose our commitments to things. And he was like, yeah. And one of the other guys was like, how long have you been fighting and training and doing all this wrestling, submission wrestling, MMA stuff? And I was like, since '96. And he was like, wow, I've never done anything from that long. And I thought about that, and I was like, you know, my business, I filed for bankruptcy. Did that business for a long time. I bought a bunch of real estate, and eventually I started escalating, and I got hurt. It was another injury. It's just like no different from tearing a tricep. I filed for bankruptcy. It affected my family, and I had to recover from it. Same thing, I might have to recover from this. Same thing, I'm going to recover from this. But I kept going, and then as I recovered, I went bigger. I raised more money. I got bigger properties. I got bigger partners. I got better people around me. With the MMA, I started training. I got injuries. I got better partners. I got recovered. I started training, and I fought. I learned, and I got better. And I stuck with those things. They have its injuries. They have their recovery times. And you have better people in your field or in your corner as you start to get better. And I thought about that, and I was like, you know, marriage is the same way. You get married, you get injured, you get hurt, you go through recovery phase, you guys rebuild, and you get stronger. So a lot of guys that are like kind of like the other guys, like I've never really done anything that long, and because of it, you kind of can't get hurt, you can't get injured, you can't recover, and you can't get better. So a lot of times when we talk about being a champion in here, we embrace the fact that we're going to be in the game for a long time. We've already committed to practice, we committed to put in the work. We actually commit to the injuries that go along with the field that you're in. If you're a speaker, you're going to fuck up in front of people, and you're going to feel like, damn, how do I recover from that? You get injured, you get butthurt, you recover, you get back on the stage, and you do it again, and then again. Or like for me, I run Champion. I run live training camps, the best personal development and personal power programs on the planet, in the world. I didn't start off great. We started off on the mountains at Timberline in tents. There was no t-shirts, there was no nothing. We just got up there, and I just pushed, and I pushed, and we eventually morphed into different things as I, as an instructor, challenged myself in the field that I'm good at, learned, and then I brought that information back to us, and then we got more events, and I got better, and then I got better. And some things worked, some things didn't. Some days it was raining, and it was shitty, and we couldn't do some of the things that I had on the agenda, and I got injured because I was like, damn, I didn't do it right, I didn't get it right, I wanted this experience for them. And then I recovered, and then I got better, and then I got better people around me, and then I got better coaches to teach me certain things, and then I learned. Some of the scars that you have are evidence of the amount of commitment that you have to the thing that you want to be the best in. You're going to get hurt. You're going to get injured. You're going to go through recovery and all of the things required of you to get back on the horse and to do it all over again. You're going to go through all the pain and anguish of restarting, but eventually you become the best because you kept going. Like me being in MMA from '96, like me being in real estate investing from probably '96 as well. Getting hurt in both of those fields and recovering. Even though they're different, my mindset didn't change about that. I'm a champion in those things. My marriage, I've been divorced already. This marriage that I'm in with Sharon and I right now, we have kids. We've gotten injured. We've gotten hurt. We've had to go through our recovery phase. And then we got better. You see, in order for you to wage war and win in anything, in order for you to put in the work, in order for you to embrace the amount of practice required of you to be the best at what you do, you got to embrace the fact that it's going to take a commitment to succeeding. And within success, that means you're going to fail more times than anybody else. You're going to get injured more times than anybody else. You're going to go through recovery. And recovery hurts too, because you got to show your face again. You got to show up every day and stretch beyond your normal capability, even though you're still hurt from the last thing you went through. And then you're going to get better. then you're gonna get better people around you, a better team, because they're gonna coach you through those injuries. They're gonna show you how to be a better you. And then you succeed and then you win. And then the more times you win, the more comfortable you are. And then the injuries and the cuts and the bruises and the scars, they all go away. And what people see is this you. Kind of like me. I'm not a pretty dude as it relates to that. I got the cauliflower ear that sticks out on one side further than this one sticks back. I got a scar going down my elbow. Now I'm going to have this thing jacked up. I have the battle scars. You will too. If you're going to choose to be somebody that's going to win and fight and look at your life and decide that the things that you want, that you're going to be in them for the long haul, you're going to put up and you're going to shut up every day and you're going to get on the battlefield, you're going to fight for the things you want, take those battle scars, go through the injuries, go through recovery, get better people around you, commit to doing the fucking work every day, and you'll see the change and you'll start to win. You'll be there forever. And the people who couldn't do that, they'll be blown away by you and your success. But really it wasn't your success, it was your amount of work and your commitment that really got you through to where you needed to be. All right? Choose those things. Get on the battlefield. Make this happen.